We're starting off hot.
We can get
I think
two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot.
There was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
no, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
Trust human to raise back wolves.
before I would trust a pack of humans to raise wolves.
Right. I hear you. Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Do Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford Jordan Jennings.
What's happening?
What up?
Shit, what's happening? What's going on with you?
I don't know, man. It's first week of 2 days. I'm just grateful to be awake right now.
I know that's right. I heard you. It was a good job clearing up your fumble. But I heard you fumble a bit.
That's because, like I said,
This nigga
I'm
tired.
half here. So this might be a quick one. We'll see how the night goes. See if you can keep me entertained.
Yeah. You gonna have to entertain me, baby.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those episodes. All right.
You gonna have to entertain me, baby. I might have some entertainment.
You might.
We'll see what I can
One or
pull
two.
out my hat.
All I know is I have more of these breeze drinks coming, and they're delicious.
What do they do? What's the
Somebody put it to me. It's like it's not an alcohol buzz. It's almost like a low key high. It's nothing like it doesn't like get anything racing. Doesn't seem to like amplify a mood. It's just calming.
But they what we say? $20 for a 4-pack?
Something like that. Like
That's
18 for a
Bill.
6-pack or something. I don't know, man. They're delicious. And I need less of them than beer. So, like, does it even out? It gets close. I
don't know. I'm gonna try them though.
Well, like I said, I got a pack coming. Maybe I'll drop a couple off for you.
I'm gonna try them, but because I saw them before and I was halfway tempted, but I was like,
I mean, weren't you the one that had like the shot, the mushroom shot? Were you messing around with that one day?
It was the what was it called?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to get to here, Mr. Jennings.
It didn't work clearly.
Or it worked so well you can't remember its name.
That's gonna bother me. I got it here. Hold up. Give me 2.5 seconds. But I don't know if them wasn't like what you're describing. Hold up. Why is it?
Was yours more like an energy shot?
Right, like a energy and focus type.
Okay. Yeah, it's not what this is. Although not that it's unfocusing.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's got that lion's mane in it. And I do think there's something to be said for lion's mane after having been on it for, 2 months now. I told you the side effect was dreams that I hadn't dreamt in forever, and now I dream like almost every night. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I dream anyway, man.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I got the vitamins and I take them when I remember, but Magic Mind.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's what that was.
Well,
I'm
sir,
gonna have to try them though.
you yelled at me last week, like
Why?
3 days later. What you got in terms of inadvertent thoughts?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about it. We was just going and going last week. Wasn't nobody talking about. Wasn't nobody talking about inadvertent thoughts or nothing.
No, we jumped right into
But
the
I can't
politics.
I can't even remember what made me think of it, right? Because it's been so long ago since the thought came to my mind,
Yeah.
and these motherfuckers, I just looked up to see what them cost on Amazon. These motherfuckers are out of their minds. $35 for a 6 pack.
Oh no, I haven't paid that yet. Maybe
I was
I
about to
got mine
say,
off the TikTok shop.
oh, okay, yeah, I was about to say, because if that's the case, I don't even want to try it because I might like them
And
and
then feel like
man, I'm not paying that much.
But
You
again,
crazy as shit.
you don't need a 6 pack. That's the difference. You need like you're little. You only need one, maybe two.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh, but back to the inadvertent. I just saw that price and said, goodness fucking gracious. Um, I'm trying my hardest to think of the origin of where this came from, but I do think that it is accurate. Like, and I'm sure that we've talked about it on the show,
Yeah.
you know, in a different way. But I thought to myself, like, maybe we were only taught in 2D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there was so much more to, well, clearly we know now that there was so much more that we could have been learning. And you know, they talked about I sent you that TikTok where they said they took ether out of the periodic table in like the 1950s.
Yep. And that's also big in kind of what Terrence Howard is saying. That's also big in what Billy Carson's saying.
And that's what's wild is it's like even the word you say something like that to me and I don't even know what that means.
No,
Like
because
I understand
it's
that there's
ethereal. That's what
right,
it comes
there's
from.
energy all around us. I guess that's the ether, but
Right.
it's like
Terrence Howard would call it the negative space. Is a flow of
is
energy.
that what he was is that the
Yeah.
what he was saying?
Yep. It's basically the negative space that's not a vacuum, it's its own thing.
Right. But if we know that it exists, right? If we know that it existed on the periodic table prior,
Why did we
and you
take it off?
decided right, and you decided to remove it,
Because we wanted to hide the information.
which makes me believe that again, like, and I might actually be a bad man because this kind of leads me into one of my points that I wanted to make, but it leads me to believe that we are so much like their plan worked. We're so much dumber than like I know
Well, it's
people think they're smart, right?
but we're
You
not.
know what I
But we're
mean?
not.
But only in the wrong things, like
Well,
not
it's funny because I saw a TikTok earlier today, even with Billy Carson talking about. Really, he was using religion as the example, but you could apply it to any number of things. It's like people are brought up, religious or not, those who are brought up religious are indoctrinated in the faith, and they will kill, they will go to war, they will go to whatever to protect that faith. But that doesn't mean that that's the right faith, right? And the same thing could be said for, the schooling that we go through. There's a reason why the government controls the curriculum, and it's not the local municipalities. It's not the local
right.
community. It's the Like, it is a indoctrination technique to basically get us to value working hard for someone else and value productivity, when at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
It helps you to accumulate wealth so that you can partake in the capitalist system that they've designed for us.
Right. And we talked about that, like with the Rothschilds and them, changing the curriculum back then. Ironically, around the same time that you removed ether from the periodic table.
Also about the same time that they stopped preaching or stopped teaching holistic medicine in medical schools and started teaching pharmacology.
Right. Fucking, they tried to crucify Dr. Sebi, but he shook his way up out of that motherfucker. He shook his way up out of that motherfucker. But see, that's the thing about it, though. He was sued for saying he cured a nigga of AIDS.
Yeah.
I believe it was AIDS. It was either AIDS or HIV.
Yeah.
But one of the two. And the government sued him because they said you can't talk lies like that. And he beat the case.
Right.
Well, that says something.
This is the whole, like, again, we're not going to go super political tonight, but this is the whole reason why, like, you hear the rhetoric around RFK being anti-vax. He took the fucking pharmaceutical companies to court and won around the efficacy and the safety protocols and the safety testing of vaccines, because it was non-existent and they couldn't produce safety testing results. Like, I'm sorry, to your point, like, law of the land, that means he's not wrong in the stuff that he's saying.
Right.
And it's the same thing. Like, he took oil companies to tax on environmental issues, and he won. Like, there is something to be said for it. And then it gets buried, and then it gets, labeled as whatever. But at the end of the day, like, if you actually listen to him talk, dude knows what he's talking about. He's not spewing conspiracy theories. He was one of the first that came out and said it was from a lab in China. And guess what? It was.
Right.
No, it doesn't mean it was built as it doesn't mean it wasn't built as a bioweapon, but it still came from
funded by American dollars.
Right. Now, I will say I think his chances are greatly diminished with Kamala in the race, but that's a topic for another time. Yeah,
I'm sure of that as well, but fuck all that.
Yep.
Back to what I was saying, though, like, it makes me wonder, like, thinking about what they said. They said, they don't want a nation of thinkers.
No.
They want a nation of workers.
Right.
So I know we're all looking at it like we watch movies like Idiocracy and all that, and we laugh and joke about shit. But I'm thinking that that's us. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's us, and we didn't get the joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that this was a futuristic portrayal. You know what I'm saying? I think that was us currently, and we're thinking that the next generation is going to end up being that. That's us now.
What was the shoe brand in Idiocracy?
The Crocs.
Right.
The Crocs.
And then, like, 3 years later,
for the movie.
Right. Go find me the dumbest shoes you can find. That's what they told the wardrobe department.
That's crazy.
And then you got Terry Crews out there, President Camacho, and then you have Hulk Hogan at Donald Trump's rally at the RNC. Oh man! All right, and I don't want to go too political, but
did you see twice? You got
see Trump
right now?
This is the last one. Did you see Trump at the Black Journalists Association.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he's funny as hell, man.
Like,
He's funny as hell.
What did you
But
think you were getting into going there? Like they
It's
said, they
ironic,
lied to you.
though.
They said they were going to roll out the red carpet for you, treat you with respect. Very nasty questions.
Right? He's never.
I've never has anybody asked me a nastier question.
I thought it was hilarious.
I am the best president for black people since Abraham Lincoln.
Right. That was wild. But I respected that though. Like he's doubling
He doubled down. He definitely
not
doubled down.
backtracking.
He definitely
He's going
doubled down.
forward. He's pushing forward.
Is Kamala even black? She was Indian, now she's Asian, now she's black. When did she turn black? I don't know.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. But they're yin and yangs. They're yin.
Oh, they definitely are.
They are two sides of the same. They both say nothing at all whenever they speak. They say that you can. The question never gets answered.
No.
By either one of them.
Right. The only person
the way they come at it might be different.
The only person answering questions in this entire race is RFK. And he can't even get on the mainstream to discuss. Go
on, get him tatted, then. Go on, get him tatted.
No, I already said it at the beginning of this. Kamala changes the dynamic. I don't think he can get elected.
I better pull up and see a RFK motherfucking
There's a sign out front.
Is it?
Yeah, there is. There is. There's a little yard sign for sure. Declare your independence.
Like that.
Declare your independence. Yeah, I know. I'm losing the faith though. All right. So did you close that inadvertent thought? Like we know that they've made us dumb. I don't know if there was more to that thought or a question coming out of that thought.
I don't know either.
The ether is where they pulled the energy out of into the pyramids, man. And sent messages across space. Billy Carson was talking about that in the TikTok today about hydrogen wave theory or something. They basically sent it along the hydrogen atomic wave to faraway planets and stuff. Right. What they were sending, he doesn't know, but it's very.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, but I will say to wrap up my inadvert. Maybe I was wrong though. Maybe there is a chance that we get to the actual idiocracy in the next 10 years, right?
You don't think we're there already?
I do, but I don't at the same time, right? Like, cause I am astounded at the levels of stupidity that I deal with
on a day-to-day basis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, quite honestly, though, I'm not making it up. I'm not exaggerating. I'm like I ask myself, how do they remember to breathe multiple times a week?
Right.
That's my go-to. How are they still alive? How do you remember to breathe? How do they remember to breathe?
For sure.
And I swear I ask myself that at least 3 times a week. It's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the 5G towers, like people was saying, you know what I'm saying? Because I will keep it a buck. Like, my short-term memory feels like it's been dropping like a fucking stock market graph. I'm telling you. And it's like weird shit, like shit that I wouldn't normally do. Like, it's like, what's going on here?
Right.
And I don't know if that's what do you call it? I don't know if that's a community thought by any means. but I know it only happened pretty recently.
In terms of just like short-term memory and being able to
Right, like
on to the
feeling
next
like, what are you doing? Like you wouldn't have done that.
That's just because they're constantly overwhelming us with shock news that isn't really shocking.
I don't know if that I can attest it to that because I don't really give a fuck.
Okay.
Like I'm not one of those guys that hears news and is like, "Oh, I give a fuck."
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. God forbid, but they can start shooting off bombs right now. I look at my watch and say,
Ah, damn.
looks like I only got a few more minutes to not give a fuck. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Shit, it's one of them. So I don't know if it is that, but it's definitely something. And the more I think about it,
This is why you gotta. This is why you gotta start taking the lion's mane, man. Oh, you got some? How many months in are you? And do you take it twice a day, 3 times a day?
No, I usually just take it once. I just take both
see, that's the problem.
capsules.
You gotta take it twice a day, 2 capsules.
So 4 capsules a day is what you're saying.
Yep.
I feel like you need more lion's mane than me.
You might be right. I don't know how it's absorbed.
I don't think I need all that now. No, I did get me a copper bottle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it, though.
Yeah. What's there to get used to? Does it have like a metallic taste to it or what?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the longer you keep the water in there, but I guess that's supposed to be good for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
interesting.
Because the water, yeah, and your body absorbs the, copper that you're drinking out of the bottle. So,
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of effects, good effects that they said, good effects. I don't know what I was trying to, some word that I couldn't quite grab.
I've been on my smoothie game
5G
lately.
ties. Smoothie game.
Yep. Strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, water.
Oh, for real?
Powder. Yep.
What you got, like a juicer or like
a regular ass blender, dude.
Oh, you just throw the shit in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Some ice cubes, make it a little slushy drink.
You don't put like some milk in it?
No, I do water.
Oh, okay.
I like the fruit taste more than I like the milk taste.
Yeah, I was I don't like the milk either, but
plus with being diabetic, like adding milk is adding more like sugar to it too.
You're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not that those fruits are low in sugar, but supposedly it's good sugar. I don't know. We'll see.
No, yeah, it is different sugar than.
And I like I like getting the bag of frozen strawberries and using those just to keep it more like icy or slushy kind of texture.
That makes sense, but what do they do with them?
Well, these I will tell you, at least the ones that I've been getting from it's Kroger's.
You can't get away from it anyway.
You can't, but it's like this Kroger Simple Truth brand, and the only ingredient they list is whole strawberries. So
that's good. But
but you're right. It's already in it. It's already in it from where they grew it. So
where they grew it, where they bagged it. I'm sure these motherfuckers down an assembly line with every bag that comes by with a spray bottle, putting something in there before they send it off to get sealed up. Shit, I don't trust these motherfuckers one lick.
I think in terms of inadvertent thoughts on my side, I'm going to go football related. So, like I said, first week of 2-a-days.
All right.
Got the pads on Wednesday, first day of contact yesterday.
These kids don't want to hit anymore.
Dude, it's funny you say that because that's where my inadvertent thought is coming from.
I can read it. I can read your mind. And I know just from watching.
We set up 3 different drills over the last 2 days where all it is meant to do is encourage contact. And It was the same 8 kids, 40, 50 kids there. The same 8 kids that kept hopping into the drill. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm glad we have at least 8 because that's almost enough to put on the field. But 8 kids and the other 30 hanging out in the back.
Wait, they had a choice?
Because it was just like, who's up next? Who's up next? Like, I called out the first, like, 3 groups, and then I'm out of my guys, so I'm like, all right, whoever else. It was also my guys that kept jumping
ain't
up.
no choice. If you on this team, everybody finna line up. Hop in a line. Everybody get in a line.
That's what we ended up having to do for the drill today was...
Yeah, no, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. No listen.
Kids don't
That's why I couldn't be no coach, because I'd be like, where is your parents? Go find your ride home.
Just
go
send
home.
Them home. Right. And my favorite thing is we've got all these kids that talk shit all summer. All summer I've been listening to their mouths. First day of hitting comes by, ain't nobody want to hit.
Best day of the year. Best day of the year.
The amount of times the word coward came out of my mouth today.
Coward. Oh, yeah, I bet. And you go to school with these people.
Right.
Which is more of an incentive for the first day of pads. Oh, I had targets. I was like,
me too.
What's her name? Arya Stark? That was me. I couldn't wait for pad day.
Joffrey. Cersei.
I was trying to hop down with the linemen. There was a few of them I wanted. It was like, you in the what kind of position? No, you in the wrong position, kid. I wanted a few of them, I swear.
It was always a Joe.
I might have got them too.
It was a Joe and a Mark.
I was the type of dude. I was the type of dude, especially on the kickoff team, on the kick return, I had to catch the ball, so I didn't get a chance to really target anybody.
Right.
But on the kickoff team,
yeah.
Before that ball got booted, I was looking at that line like, which one of y'all? I didn't give a fuck where the ball went. Ball could have went completely to the right side of the field. I'm going all the way left to this man right here, and he's going to be on his ass by the time this whistle gets blown.
Now, I will say, shout out to my boy Keyshawn. Keyshawn was a lineman who got in better shape, one of the strongest kids on the team. He's now playing running back, linebacker.
Oh, shit.
But he was tiny. Like, he was playing D-line, but he was tiny.
He's playing D-line.
He's like 5'4". He's like 5'4", $160. And the only reason I know he's $160 is because he walked up to me at camp when A-Reg was with me, and I looked at him and I said, Keyshawn, how much you weigh? And he said, $165. And I said, my son outweighs you by 10 pounds. Get out of my face. Dude, I tell you what, though, today in that hitting drill, so it was a sideline, basically a rush to the sideline drill. It was 3-on-3. The 3 offensive guys basically reach blocking. The defense has to beat them over the top, and get to the ball carrier. Keyshawn had the lane. Like, all the people in front of him were blocked. He sat there and he waited for someone to come to him, put a shoulder into him, and leveled them on his way to the end zone. Like, literally, he waited 3 yards outside the end zone. He sat there, stood there, just paused. And then somebody finally came off a block, and he went, boom! It was beautiful.
I like that. I like that in these kids. What is he? What class is he? Is he a junior?
I think he's a
senior?
junior. I think he's a junior.
Okay. So you got him for.
We only have I think like 3-4 seniors on the team. We are hella loaded with juniors and sophomores.
See, I came.
You remember last year we had like 9 freshmen starting last year.
Right.
Unfortunately, those are the only ones that want to hit this year. So.
But if I'd have came out in this era, I'd have been soft.
No, you would have murdered somebody. Because you still would have had your dad.
Right, I would have never been soft, but yeah, no, they.
Honestly,
yeah, no.
you probably would have stuck with football because you would have been able to run over everybody.
I would not even. I would have just been able to play. You know what I'm saying? Back in our day, they was looking at size. They weren't looking at skill. So I might be 3 men down the list.
Yeah.
That's what made me say, fuck it. Let me terrorize these motherfuckers that wouldn't let me play.
So, speaking of sports, how about them Olympics? Have you been watching any?
I've been keeping up like on the highlights and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't really been intrigued to watch though.
No, summer is all. I mean, track and field is all this weekend, so I'll watch some of that.
Yeah, I like track and field.
Gymnastics, just because you still
I
have
do like
Simone
it,
Biles.
but you already know what it is.
Right. Honestly, the best part of the Olympics so far. So I think you guys talked on Hit the Showers about the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Is that what I saw?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. Not in depth, but we talked about it.
Yeah. Which
That's crazy.
I didn't even catch the opening ceremony, but I have heard the quote unquote controversy about it. So
crazy. I mean, they French.
Right.
Fuck, you can wrap it up with that. Shit.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, Clement?
You hear what I'm saying? All of that. Moulin Rouge. Shit. They French. You gonna have that. The French people did French shit. I guess, you know.
Now, the question I do have is, I'm not sure who made the decision, but I am full stop support for Snoop Dogg being America's mascot at the games. Snoop has been everywhere, dude. And he has just been living his best life.
I mean, that might be what's up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that might be. I'm sure that is what's up for you to be in a position in life to be like, I'm just going to all the shit.
Right. I'm motherfucking Snoop Dogg.
Right. But
see him dancing in the stands, and then there are track athletes on or gymnasts on the court dancing with him. Oh man, he's recruiting talent for his next video. Did you see that?
Recruiting talent for his next video.
Yeah,
what does that even mean?
His next music video.
Like women?
No, man. There's this dancing horse. I don't know if you saw this. The rave horse.
Like a real live horse?
Oh, yeah. Real live horse. You haven't seen this. All right.
No.
So I am going to mute the video. Oh, it's going to be hard. All right. We're going to mute the video. I'm going to share screen with you so that you can check this out. We're going to get demonetized, but luckily we're not monetized to begin with. So,
you know, fuck 'em.
Come on.
Let's see this dancing rave horse. What, he needed to crip walk or some shit, and it already does the little rave shuffle.
So Snoop was on with Kevin Hart doing like coverage, and that's exactly what Snoop said. He said, "That horse is sea walking."
Right. Listen. That motherfucker ain't no dub. He ain't no dub C out there.
All right, that's the 2020. Where's the 2024? Here we go. Let's see if I can share my screen with you.
To prove how good we're getting at calling these highlights, we're going to call a highlight cold. The producers have pulled some clips from the Olympics, and we don't know what sport it is or what event it has to do with. We'll watch it, and we'll call it like we see it.
You know, I'm down for that, so let's do a cold call. Throw up one of those cool title cards. Pop up. Roll that clip. Okay, 2 sets of Speedos.
Okay, here we go.
I can't see.
Oh, they about to twerk.
Twin, it's twin.
It's twerking.
Maybe some synchronized. I think it's synchronized.
Is it synchronized?
There it goes.
Yeah, they doing it together.
Okay,
Synchronized. Watch.
here we go.
Togetherness.
All right. You ready? Okay,
together.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what we got here.
Horses. I like this. This is equestrian.
This is
They call
prancing.
They call this
Prancing.
equestrian.
By the way, look at that horse.
Did you? Oh, the horse crip walking, cuz. You see that? On the set. That's
It is
gangsters.
all.
Oh, cuz. Oh, look at this, cuz.
Oh, come on, man.
This horse is off the chain. I gotta get this motherfucker in a video, cuz.
Oh, you said.
Oh my God.
Snoop said I gotta put the horse in the video.
Motherfucker's off the chain. I need that.
Horse crip walking is officially in the Olympics.
Man, you see that?
Play it one more time, man.
You gotta see that. The intro walk was
play it
cold.
one more time. Play it one more time so we can see it. Oh, it's cold.
You are right. That's the clip from last time, but still, it is the same line. Same horse showed back up, and he danced out to the Bee Gees, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that was the last Olympics, wasn't it?
That clip was from the last one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But basically the horse was back.
The horse was back.
The horse was back, and I'm sure the rider was back.
Dropped the Chronic 2. He dropped the Chronic 2 on the Olympics. He said, "Oh, I'm back in this bitch." This motherfucker separated his hooves and everything.
He was doing what did he dance to? He said he did what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. He did the Bee Gees at the end.
He should have did OT Genesis.
Oh man, but that was good. That was good. What else? You got anything else from the Olympics? Because I got a couple more.
You said what?
I said because I got a couple more.
You got a couple. Run yours.
So the next one that I have to shout out is oh man, let me make sure I get her name right because she might eat me otherwise. Portia Woodman. Portia Woodman, rugby player, who was out here chokeslamming motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's the one I sent you the clip of.
I want her on my team. Did you see the one where she goes low, she's falling with the ball? She's falling with the rugby ball, right? And this girl kind of comes over top of her. And she picks this girl up with the ball still in her hand and drives for like another 15 yards.
And then tosses her and keeps going. Yeah.
Or where she stiff-armed old girl around the neck. But chokeslammed the shit out of her.
She has everything. She literally has everything.
Oh, man.
I was thinking that when I was watching her video. She has speed. She has eyes. She has footwork. She has aggression. She has She has strength. She has everything. She's 99 overall. 99
right.
all around.
It might be enough for me to want to go buy a rugby video game if she's in it.
She's 99 all around. Her speed is 99. Everything is 99.
And who's the girl?
I was looking, I'm not like saying I was looking for reasons to be like, well, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with her game.
Nothing wrong with her form. Nothing wrong.
I do that with everything though. I gotta pick to see, but there was nothing wrong with her. There was absolutely nothing wrong with her shit.
And also shout out to, what was it? Iona Mar, Team USA.
Is that
for
the one that got the
long
last,
run?
The last second 100-yard.
100-yard dash, basically. To put it in. Put the try.
Yeah, did you see that? For the Browns, they got us the Browns.
Yep.
We'll take that Browns, baby. Especially rugby. They said that's over 111 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even know rugby was that old.
Right? That's nuts. And while Team USA is winning in the overall medal count,
yeah,
we got to do some shit.
France
here
and
over.
China.
Right.
Shit, Japan showing out cash. Then they got 8 gold. You seen that they was paying out $768,000 it was the gold medal bonus.
Nice. Is that yen?
That's a good question. They said dollars. They had dollar signs beside each one.
All right.
Did you see what America's was?
No.
Guess.
We don't care about the Olympics, so 10,000, 25,000.
You was a little okay. They gave him 37.5.
Okay. All right.
37.5 for gold.
That doesn't seem worth it.
Especially when you think about
knowing what elite athletes
costs.
Right. Knowing what elite athletes have to do to train, that's not worth it. And let's be clear, like their bank is made in endorsement deals, but still.
Right.
The Olympics is what? Every 4 years your endorsement deal is maybe a year long, maybe 2 as long as you don't fuck it up. Or you make it to multiple Olympics.
2 is generous. I mean, you got people like Simone Biles and them that's always going to eat.
Right.
But that's not a natural thing for Olympic athletes.
No. But right now, yeah, we're getting beat out by France, Australia, and China in terms of gold medals.
And I know Sha'Carri Richardson is out here running like she is trying to prove a point. Like, y'all gonna ban me for weed? She's running like she is trying to. Listen. I'm just. And the crazy thing is, back when that happened, you can tell that she took a confidence hit.
Yeah.
Because she was losing shit. Her times were down. We were covering her on Hit the Showers, and I kept saying she's not coming out the blocks right. And now she's like man.
It's going to be interesting. Track and field here over the next couple of days. Can't wait. I also don't like the way the ESPN's organizing. Like, is it just it's athletics and you can't separate out track and field and swimming? Like, it's all under the athletics category? It's dumb. I don't like it.
What's Olympics home?
That's what it's on. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought it's on athletics.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Track and field is on athletics. Swimming is on athletics.
But what's that Olympics home category?
That I don't know. Anyways, so we got a couple more big things coming up, but the last one that I wanted to talk about. So America has America's dad, Tom Hanks. Turkey has Turkey's dad. The divorced dude who showed up in jeans and a t-shirt and took a silver medal in shooting with no gear, no ear protection, no eyewear, no nothing. And took the silver medal. Looking like they just picked him up off the street.
Who's Tom Hanks?
He's just America's dad. That's what I'm saying. This is Turkey's version. This is Turkey's dad. Is Yusuf Dikek?
Yeah, you could.
You know who I'm talking about?
That all day, I wouldn't hit that name.
But it's funny as hell watching him in competition next to these guys that have like LiDAR eyewear and the big covers over their ears, and he just comes out pop, pop, pop.
Listen,
just out here like a gangster.
He didn't hit a few turkey jobs.
It's like he had to get silver just to not arouse suspicion.
He the European Mark Wahlberg in this bitch. I don't know, but you don't just shoot with no. You don't just shoot with no gear unless you're a gangster.
Right. Now, supposedly he's like a.
He probably came out there in the shiesty and they was like, "Sir, you can't wear ski masks out here."
It's like, but this is my natural.
Right. He had his flag on his forehead. He had it rolled up like a beanie before he started to
Right.
Blew the whistle. He said, "Boop." Pull this shit down.
Oh man,
that's wild. That's wild. I'm still trying to figure out this female boxing mystery though.
Yeah.
This bitch got legs.
She got legs, or she got
no pun intended. The story. The story. The story has legs. Not the. I don't know. Listen. Don't set me up. You know what I'm saying?
I told you I was setting you up on this one.
But yeah, as far as I heard,
you've done more research than I have. So explain.
I can't even think of the young lady's name.
Carini, from Italy.
No, not her, but
or are you
the
talking
one,
about the one
she was fighting. Starts with an I, don't it?
Iman,
something like that.
Iman Khalif.
Now, I don't know.
Algerian boxer, Imane Khalif.
Okay, so they're saying that she's a natural woman, and she has the XY chromosome, which causes her to produce more testosterone. But she is a woman, like, you have children and everything. Okay. And that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate for a lot of you young ladies. But that's different. Like, because like I was texting to you about, and I may be wrong, I meant to look it up, but I was at work when we were texting. The young lady from the Congo isn't the same way.
Is or is not?
You said is or is not what?
Is or is not the same way with like an
XY
she's
chromosome. The same way. Okay. Like she was the first time we heard, well, I'm not gonna say we, but I meant as a collective heard of that situation coming up in the Olympics. But I do not believe they allowed her to race because of this.
Okay.
Now, my issue, and I'm not, taking it there, I'm just saying, if you wouldn't allow somebody like that to race, why the fuck are you allowing somebody like that to fight?
Right.
That's a completely different ball game.
Right.
Racing is one thing. You mad that her feet can beat the track up faster than everybody else's? And you ain't mad that this young lady can
about to take someone's fucking head off.
You hear what I'm saying? That just doesn't make sense to me. And I believe that both of them should be able to compete. You know what I'm saying?
You think they should both be able to compete against against women?
Yeah, for sure, because you are a woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if you weren't a woman, but God gave you that.
Okay.
And it's not like we've been hearing about hella instances like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be different.
But it's basically,
but
it's the quote unquote transgender tests that said otherwise, right? Although they wouldn't say what kind of test it actually was. But it's basically, it sounds like it's like a T-level test.
Probably. But we all knew her. You know what I'm saying? We all knew her. That girl that was like, oh, look at her.
Right.
Her body even built like
a guy.
Yeah, like she, has something else pumping through her veins. We all knew her. It's unfortunate that, because it's unfortunate that that's the year that she came out and you were in that division. But what are you going to do to her? You can't put her in with the men. She's not a man.
Right. But this goes back to the point that I think we made last time this issue came up.
Now, transgendered is completely different. You hear what I'm saying? I don't care if you have what do they call it? Like testosterone suppressors or whatever
Basically,
going
hormone
on.
replacement therapy. HRT.
Right. I don't care what, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you still grew all those years in your male frame.
Yep. I agree
Your
with that.
body was.
But here's my take on that, and my take on it remains the same. Separate division. I don't think that they should be withheld from competing either, but it should be a separate division.
I agree as well. But when we had that conversation, like I said back then, it's not enough. It's not enough. Now, once it goes down the line and you get more of them,
yeah,
then you can do that. That's probably why they're trying to transition our kids. They like, let's get we got to make a new division. Maybe we'll have one in 10 years.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But you can't do anything like that. But that's completely different from this young lady. This situation. If that's right, if that's the case.
If that is
the case, it's unfortunate. But sometimes you gotta battle more than adversity to get a win.
Right.
How bad do you want it? But trust and believe, it's a lot of people back home who've been fighting dudes for a long time. And I'm sorry that I didn't mean it like that, because again, if that's the case, she would not be one. Right. But if these women back home can be fighting dudes, then you can fight a woman with a little more dude juice. Yeah. Is all I'm saying.
I think that makes sense.
What you looking at?
That's right.
Oh, I thought you was trying.
No, I was looking up something else.
Just make sure it ain't Pornhub while you still screen sharing, motherfucker.
Looking up our girl Simone Biles. So she's got to be, the GOAT for women's gymnastics.
She got to be. What's it? I can't even think of what the post was that I saw.
And
there's
then
something about her golds.
There's another one, Katie Ledecky, too, in terms of the swimmer. Who is up there now with, like, Phelps in terms of most medals.
Oh, for real?
Ledecky won her 13th Olympic medal by earning a silver. All right, so hers was overall medals.
Did it say how many Simone had?
Let's see. Simone has 9 overall.
I feel like...
But I think Ledecky's in more events, right? So...
I have no idea.
I just mean swimming, there's more things for her to go for than Simone. There's only like, 4 or 5 in gymnastics.
Oh, right.
So, the women clean it up for us.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. We can
where Cliff goes, we're in the American soft man era.
We are. You think we ain't?
Drizzle.
You think we ain't?
I mean, there is a case to be made.
Now, the question then becomes, if a softer generation comes after that, then were they, in fact, in the soft era, or were they, in fact, is there, in fact, should I say, a softer era? Right. So does that cancel out the softness of the last generation?
No, not if it gets progressively softer.
So then they would just become the beginning of the soft era.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. That tracks.
The Reach chiming in with, as usual, the women holding all the weight.
Right. She's not wrong. She's not wrong at all.
It's just because we let our women actually do things. Plenty of countries out there don't.
I don't know though. I mean, I understand that. Yeah, I understand the joke and the truth at the same time. But what I will say is, some countries only allow their women to do certain things.
That's true.
And I'm pretty sure if you had an Olympic wife, you would. I'm not gonna say that, but
Gosh, no men have won individual stuff for gold. The only men's medals we have are the 4x100 freestyle relay and men's rowing. All the gold medals this year. The rest of the golds, the rest of the the rest of the total golds are
to the ladies.
women's individuals, and the women's team in the artistic category.
You hear me?
It's interesting. It's interesting.
You hear me? It's a hard working girl summer.
We couldn't even win men's skateboarding. Didn't we invent skateboarding?
Fuck a hot girl summer. It's a hard working girl summer.
No doubt. All right. Well, we have to see if track and field we can make up some ground.
Nah, it's gonna be all women too. Oh no, but the young boy's in it. What is his name? That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up now because it's. I feel like we were just talking about him too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got.
It's not showing. It's not showing what I want.
No.
I don't know how to look it up. Nope. That's all right. Damn, what is his name? It's all right. Good luck anyway.
Godspeed.
Godspeed. Gave it to you.
Oh, man. You got anything else for us to cover tonight? Anything else top of mind?
I heard Mercury's making the animals gay.
Is it? Is it? We think that's what it is?
You ain't hear that?
No. I missed that.
You know, they already had the species of frogs, but they tried to say that frogs may have always done that shit. They didn't always do that shit. Because now they finding out that certain birds are practicing homosexuality.
Okay.
And they say that they're attributing that to Mercury.
That's interesting because they have proof of like mammals doing that across species for a long time. Dolphins in particular.
Dolphins are horny bastards. You seen them hop up on them decks for them fours, and no, I'm just
Oh man.
Oh shit, that's ignorant. I'm sorry.
Well, I did 2 TikToks, and I think you saw them with the reviews for Deadpool and Wolverine and Twisters.
This nigga bought a ticket to a movie and sat in for 2.
No, I saw them back-to-back days.
That's what he did. He
So I
pulled a
saw.
high school movie back in the high
it
school
wouldn't have been
days.
a bad idea, but movie theaters are struggling anyways. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Fuck him. They was on top long enough.
True. Deadpool and Wolverine is a great Deadpool movie. Is it a great movie? It's a good movie. It's entertaining. It's funny. If you hate Ryan Reynolds, you'll hate the movie. So, Cliff.
Yeah, I don't like Deadpool.
I know you don't like Ryan Reynolds.
It's not that I don't like Ryan Reynolds. I just don't like him in a lot of his roles.
Well, that's because you don't like Ryan Reynolds. It's actually funny because at some point I saw an interview. It was probably press for Deadpool and Wolverine. Where like he was asked point blank, "So is every character that you play just Ryan Reynolds?" And he was like, "Yes, it is."
That might be. I liked him in that Bejeweled commercial.
What about the? Did you see Waiting?
Oh, I loved him in Waiting.
See, I feel like
The
that
first
is
one,
his.
the
I feel
second one.
I feel like that is his closest character to Deadpool. Is his character in Waiting? Or are you thinking Van Wilder?
No, Waiting.
There's only one Waiting, or was there two?
Yeah, no, there's two.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. I don't know that I ever saw a second one.
I think I started it. I don't think I watched it all the way through. It was a lot more low budget than the first.
Okay. Maybe that's why I never saw it. Oh, Still Waiting. Okay. Was he even in
And it
the
had
second
that
one?
one dude in it from
Probably The Office.
what is he in? Not The Office. You know what I'm talking about?
I see who you're talking about.
Yeah, the old geeky looking dude.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds isn't even in the second one.
No, he's not.
Okay.
There's a lot of people
That's
that
why I
aren't
didn't
in-
watch it.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
like
I said it was more low budget.
It's like the secondary and tertiary characters that are in it.
Not like filmed low budget, but like you couldn't pull the same.
Right. You didn't get the talent back for it.
Right.
That's fair. Yeah, so what the movie does, there was a lot of hope that it was basically going to blow up the Marvel Cinematic Universe and restart it, and it really doesn't. It really is.
Charlemagne said it the best.
What's that?
Charlemagne said that he don't understand the direction that Marvel's going in. He think that
Marvel doesn't know the direction they're going in. They basically what they're trying to do is, I think they're going to do these next two like Avengers movies, and they're going to blow it up, and it's going to be Fantastic Four and X-Men.
that's what he was saying. He said just leave the Earth altogether and go to where the X-Men are.
Yeah, go to a different reality.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need any sort of backstory. You can introduce new characters, new people, and you'd have people hooked.
I agree with that.
And then if you wanted to, that multiverse shit that they're still pumping, which they're not going to be able to keep up forever.
Which is interesting because even in Deadpool, Deadpool makes so much fun of Fox, so much fun of Warner Brothers, and so much fun of Disney, which is crazy because it's a Disney produced film.
Right.
And he basically says multiple times in the movie, yeah, you're kind of catching the MCU at a low point. Like, this whole multiverse thing just doesn't make sense, and no one likes it. Like, and he says that in the movie. So the fact that Disney let shit like that slide in this movie was fantastic because he rips Disney a couple of times.
I mean, but it's all by design.
No, it is, but still, it's that was some of the fears that they weren't going to let him do his shtick, and he did.
It's the same way the government doing this.
You're not wrong.
We gonna tell you that we acknowledge the situation,
That we're
but
fucking
we're
this
not
up,
going.
but we're not going to do anything differently.
Right.
Right. And I will say, my favorite part of Deadpool, one, them bringing X-23 back from Logan, but two,
I don't even know what that means.
they did a series of, they're not even cameos, but they brought back Jennifer Garner from Elektra, They brought back Wesley Snipes from Blade. And they brought back Channing Tatum as Gambit from a movie that never happened. And so, like, the entire sequence with him, like, he's trying to do this Cajun accent, but it sucks. And then he has, like, these moments of existential crisis for never having existed that were hilarious. They call me the Gambit. Are you sure? Are you sure they call you that, or did you just ask them to call you that and it never really took off?
Yeah, I would have been more geek for Twister.
I tell you what, Twisters was better than it deserved to be.
Oh, it's Twisters now.
Yes.
The second.
And it has nothing to do with the first one. So there's no like characters that carry over. There's nothing like it's the same thematically, but
I figured as much.
Which was cool actually, and they managed to add just enough plot, just enough character development, just enough cool stuff beyond the visuals to keep the movie entertaining.
Okay.
It was your old school summer blockbuster, summer disaster movie. And if that's
I love Twister.
If that's all you wanted, it was a great movie to go see.
I'll never forget. We so old. Fuck me. I'm not just gonna say me by myself. You coming with me, motherfucker. You older than me. No, just
while factually accurate.
Couple months.
I think I believe you act older than I do these days.
Might be right. You might be absolutely
Old
correct.
bastard.
You might be. Listen, you hear what I'm saying?
What was my line the other day? It was, when did we go from, oh, damn. When did we go from Brian and Ramon and Fast and Furious to Riggs and Murtaugh and Lethal Weapon? Getting too old for this shit.
I know what I did.
I know. We talked about that too. But anyways, you were saying about Twister, the OG.
Oh
Twister.
yeah, I said because I'm so old that I remember seeing that with my mom at the movie theaters, and the movie had to give everybody their money back because you know how that roll that they used to put it on
the film,
how it'd get hot and
it'll melt and burn.
And it burnt all the way through the screen, and they couldn't get it back going.
Oh,
they had to give everybody their money back.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you bring that up. So, went and saw it, and it buffered like 4 times at one point.
For real?
Yeah. So it's just that's a funny coincidence that you brought that up, and that actually something similar happened in mine where it started buffering in one scene. Multiple times.
The motherfucking them fucking tornadoes ain't the only thing twisting. I don't even know. Well, y'all's it'd just be the loading.
Right, basically.
Circle that's twisted.
But I did see a couple of good previews for things coming up, like that M. Night Shyamalan that just came out, Trap.
Shyamalan's coming back.
Yep. That looks good. And then...
Whoa, Black Betty, Shambalam, whoa, Black Shambalam.
But there were a couple of good trailers in that one. There was a trailer for the new Aliens movie, which looks scary. It was good.
Aliens?
Yep.
They bringing that back. Can a motherfucker get something original? Can you make something up? Can somebody make something up? They talking about putting chips in people's heads and reading people's dreams, and you can't make a fucking movie that nobody's seen before?
Dude, Spielberg is apparently in the midst of an alien movie right now.
Goodness fucking gracious. I'm just...
And there's rumors that it is, that it has the potential to be like the Anunnaki type stuff.
Well, what you gonna do? Save his head like the Futurama and keep him...
Fair enough.
What are we gonna do when the OGs
are gone? Well, But then you've got Denis Villeneuve, who did Dune, and he did Arrival before that. Like, yes, Dune is based off of an existing property. I mean, Christopher Nolan, people love his historical stuff, but they also loved when he did Batman.
But based on existing property is still different. I don't give you the same. I know it's not original.
Yeah.
But to bring that to life takes something different. And that counts for points as well.
That's fair.
Unless you're remaking something that's already been made.
So
I guess Dune
technically Dune was, but the first version was Dune so bad that it buried it. Frank Herbert's Dune is not good.
I saw the first one.
Yeah? It's not good.
I did not like it.
No? With Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart was in that movie by accident, if you read his fucking memoirs.
For real?
The dude thought he was hiring someone else, and Patrick Stewart showed up, and he's like, this isn't the right guy. Well, he's here, and the other guy's not available. Oh, all right, fine. Like, that's how that went down. Check out Make It So, Patrick Stewart's memoir.
It's a book.
Yep.
I might have to. I've been trying to get back. I've been getting back into reading a lot.
Have you? I've got it. I'll drop it off. It's a quick read.
Is it? It's not that. It's not that long. Mm-mm. Is it interesting?
I thought it was because I didn't realize, and actually, I think it would be good for you to read it because I didn't realize how fucked up his home life was. Like, he grew up.
Why is it good for me to read?
Because as much as you give Sir Patrick Stewart shit every chance you get, is that the gay captain? Is that the gay one?
No,
he's a straight up womanizer. Like, but beyond that, he came from a rough background.
He's my favorite one. That's the only one. That's the only one I know, and the only one I want to see.
Also,
I couldn't even get into the one with the black girl now.
I hear you. Discovery was hard. But the other one that's out
right now. Maybe I didn't watch enough but I watched a couple episodes and was like,
season 2 and 3 are okay, but anything outside of that was not good.
I only saw the first couple episodes of the first season.
Yeah, no, the first season was garbage. Because there's a whole backstory behind it, but like the writer.
And I'm not saying she can't do it.
No, Sonequa Martin Green's great. Like, she's a great actress.
Give me
but she didn't have good stories, right?
Give me the gay dude.
Now, I will say, and this will be too deep cut for you probably, but Strange New Worlds is the one that's out right now, and Captain Pike from Strange New Worlds may rival Jean-Luc Picard in terms of just being like a solid captain.
Strange New Worlds is just like a new chapter.
Yeah.
And this is just a new dude altogether.
Sort of. So Captain Pike, Christopher Pike, was captain of the Enterprise before James T. Kirk was captain of the Enterprise.
So he's playing someone that's already been portrayed.
He was only portrayed in like 2 episodes of Star Trek originally. And so it's like the mission before Kirk takes over the Enterprise. So you have Spock and you have Uhura, but you don't have anybody else.
Well, see, now the way my brain works is before I would be able to watch that, I got to see who he was in the first one.
Yeah, and there's, like I said, there's only like a 1 or 2-parter that ever displays him, and he's in like... So there's the pilot called The Menagerie, which isn't part of the original series, but you might be able to find it on streaming with the original series. And then he shows up in 1 episode with Captain Kirk, but he's all like decrepit and in a wheelchair because of what happens in the pilot.
Oh, okay, to see that. I can start it from where we at.
Yeah, you could start it
Captain
from
Kirk is
William Shatner.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of him.
But what's interesting is that it is, 1, it's the most Star Trek that they've done since Voyager, and then 2, The guy who they have playing Spock, I think, is actually the closest that we've gotten to like Leonard Nimoy Spock since Leonard Nimoy.
Was he with Shatner or
Yeah,
was
he was with
with
Shatner.
Okay.
He was the original Mr. Spock.
I know his face.
Yeah.
I don't think I know the face of the second Spock.
The second Spock was Zachary Quinto, Carnegie Mellon grad.
No,
but
fuck
he was,
y'all.
But he was in the Chris Pine.
Fuck y'all robots.
He was also Skylar in Heroes.
That's why he got the job, because he accidentally slipped and fell on the table, and they was like, "Oh, call the ambulance!" And they just saw circuits, and they was like, "Oh, he all right.
Hire him.
You got the job, right?" Right.
But I never liked Quinto as Spock.
That's probably how you got your job. Clumsy in an interview, motherfucker. I don't listen. I'm telling you, don't bring my knife next time we see you.
Oh man. But yeah, Twisters, Deadpool and Wolverine, both solid flicks.
Yeah, I gotta see Twisters. I have to. I probably will never see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Which makes sense. You're not
Even if
you're
that
not
comes
a
out
fan.
on Netflix, I'll probably never see that.
I mean, it'll be on Disney Plus, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably never see that. I can't get into Deadpool.
Is it
I
the
think
fact
we've
that he
talked
does?
about it.
Is it the fact that it's like all the fourth wall breaking where he talks to the camera?
No,
No?
that didn't bother me.
It's because he gets pegged in the first one, isn't it?
That one probably, that might exist. And it's crazy too, because I fucked with Pulp Fiction, but and that ain't throw me off of Bruce Willis, but nah, I don't think that's it either. So
Oh man.
maybe you're right. Maybe I just subconsciously don't like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
What are other things that you subconsciously don't like, but you have no reason not to like them?
I mean, there are plenty of people like that.
Oh, people, that's just faces, though. And faces are enough reason to me.
Let's see.
Not really, but you know what I mean.
No, I get it.
What's something I don't like?
Honestly, most like comedy TV. Like
Really?
I'm almost
Yeah, I guess now.
I'm almost sure that like you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right?
Oh, I love it.
I cannot stand it.
I love it.
Cannot stand it. And it's not that
I
it
love
doesn't
Brooklyn.
it's not that it doesn't have like funny parts. Like I've seen a couple of episodes, but like comedy TV just generally doesn't do it for me. Like The Office, Parks and Rec, all that stuff.
No, I don't like The Office. I don't like Parks and Rec.
Has never hit for me. The only TV comedy that I remember and I remember like enjoying is Arrested Development.
Arrested Development, I like that too, but you can't say that's the only one that you enjoy.
No,
What
I
about
just-
the
I just-
Chappelle Show.
See, I put Chappelle Show in like sketch comedy, and so it's different. It's not like that. I wouldn't consider that like TV comedy. I understand what you're saying, but like,
What about Martin?
no.
I wasn't the biggest fan of like the Wayans brothers or Fresh Prince or
Fresh Prince may be one that skirts the line for me.
I never.
But again, it's
I'll
the
watch
dramatic.
it, but-
It's the dramatic episodes that I like in Fresh Prince.
I don't like any part of Fresh Prince really.
I understand.
I just don't like Will Smith. I've never
right.
really liked him.
Right. Then speaking of things that you like for no reason or don't like for no reason, Will Smith.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The motherfucker giving me reasons.
Oh, okay.
But I heard he coming out with an album. I heard that little shit he did with Rush, and it's not awful, but it's.
Did you listen to the rest of Eminem's album? No.
I did go back and I listened to probably like 3 or 4 more songs, and then I stopped listening again.
Yeah. I hear you.
And again, like
I will say that your comment around Eminem being like rap porn, I can see where you're coming from with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have
do.
to be in the
I
mood
do.
to even want to hear something like that,
I'm with
because
you.
you're not saying anything that anyone can relate to, because you're rapping in your head.
Right.
And if anybody's pulling anything out of their head, then of course they can say whatever.
Right.
And that's where I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm just listening to your cadence, your syllable usage, I'm listening to how you're, but I'm not listening to the words.
To what you're actually saying, right.
And that's why I say all the songs sound the same, because you are listening from a different perspective. But when I'm listening to the cadence and the syllables, and I'm like, that's the same as the last song. What's the next one talking about?
Like I said, I can get behind the idea that he's a lyricist, not an artist.
Right. And that's a perfect. I can't get my words today.
It happens.
I can't get my words today. I did. I don't know. I mean, I fuck with him. Like I said, he definitely, as far as skill goes, he in my top 5 for sure.
Here's the order of my list.
But I just can't listen to an Eminem song. Like, it was cool when we was 13. But now,
and see, maybe that's the difference too. Is that I coach high school football, so my humor hasn't changed.
That might locker room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, give me a Oliver Anthony CD.
I hear you.
You hear me? If you want to talk about something to me, care about your mommy issues, nigga. You fucking 46.
And you still killing your mom in songs.
The fuck is wrong with you?
We get it.
You ain't got over it yet.
She didn't treat you right. We understand.
You know it's about time to call her up and give her a hug. She can't hurt you no more.
Right.
The fuck? Goodness.
Oh, man. All right, sir. You got anything else?
I really do. Good luck to everybody in the Olympics. But most importantly, good luck to one of those young ladies to not let the hype get to them and really go out there and perform. Because I feel like this Olympics is the reason why you can start calling this the softest generation, is because this motherfucker ain't unbeatable. They bleed just like you. You can't let them beat you with the headlines before you even get in there.
Yep.
That young lady from Italy, who you named first, got hit with like 3 shots and was like, I'm done. But did you give yourself time to really get comfortable?
Get a feel.
Because the fight is just like jumping in a pool, a cold pool. It's going to take your time for your body to get comfortable to that situation. I guarantee the first couple shots might hurt a little more than you thought. But eventually, your body warms up and you're good. I'm good. I'm good here. Don't quit before you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we talked about it on Hit the Showers. I don't want to see anybody get hurt either.
Yeah.
So it's a thin line. But greatness toes that line.
That's true.
So we'll see who's great. Shit. But for now, love everybody.
And with Cliff giving a shout out to the Olympians that are still competing, I'd like to give a shout out to all of my fellow high school coaches out there. Whether that's friend of the show, Jeff, whether that's C-Mac, Shane, Luke, actually Luke's not coaching anymore, but anybody else that has coached with me in the past, Coach Ryan, Coach O'Grady, all those guys.
And the players.
And the players would like to give you a good luck for this 2024 season, unless we playing you. All right.
And C-Mac, you better do your thing because you stole me $20. I ain't never forgot about that shit. Fuck Cleveland. They lost.
Do us a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell an enemy. Tell him to troll. Tell C-Mac he still owe Cliff $20. And with all that,
anybody
out,
catch
fools.
him, tell him.